Hey YouTubers, how you guys doing? This is Kenny at Lionel for Less, and I just wanted to let you guys know I haven't died. I've been on vacation from work, and I did a little work here up on the layout. Basically what I did is I cut this access hole in here so I can lay some more track and get to derailments without going over there and tearing the blinds down, as there's not enough room really for my bucket to get over there. And I put two more coats of paint onto the layout, and I've gotten the basic two things of two lines of Ross track back down. I've got the first one screwed in, which I'll be replacing these screws with black ones. These are only temporary since I couldn't find any black ones. I've got some ordered now. Or I might just stain these. To my amazement, I didn't crack that many ties. I got one here I cracked. But I got some that old English stuff to touch that up with. The old furniture polish stuff. Works great on this stuff. And I would like to get another double crossover for this side, but you know, I would like a lot of things. I would like a Corvette too, but I'm blessed just to have one. And I've got some other switches and stuff from Ross that I don't know what I'm going to do with. I've sold most of them. Because basically, as you guys know, I'm a looper, and I like it that way. I like being a looper. You know, switches make derailments, a lot of things. My plans are for inside here to run another line and have another line up on trestles. So far we've got to the back shop, taking it off the layout over here, and I've got the replacement board and I've got the instructions. So I'm hoping that I can pull that off, as I can't seem to find a Lionel tech in my area that wants to tackle this. And you know, the thing is so fragile that if you move it around it will get bent. So that's for a later date. And I do want to get that new board in so I can run this in command as well. And here's my newest addition, the fan. Because man, has it been a hot, humid summer or what. As you can see there, this shows my basic construction from underneath, where I've got, you know, the plywood, the bench work, and then that half-inch or 3/8 all-purpose board, chipboard, and then I've got 2 inches of insulation underneath to absorb sound. And then this was just that brown board that you see holes drilled in that you hang tools from, is what the top of this is. I've also picked up some ballast. It's real stone. I've got it washed outside. It's drying right now, and unfortunately I have to go back to work today, so I was hoping just to run a few more trains before I leave. which I don't know if I'm going to have the luxury of doing or not. But this lets me look at everything, you know, now that I've went through the basics of DCS and understanding things. Maybe we'll know what we want to do now a little bit more. So it's been 1 year, just about, to get back to this point of starting again. But hopefully things will work out. Like I said, it's been so hot up here. Even though I have it air conditioned, it doesn't really reach up here very well in the house. But I did need to cut that hole in there so I can get to, you know, more areas around the track without having to always walk over there. And it does feel good to kind of have a fresh start on things. I've got some things I'm going to be selling and getting rid of. I've got all these passenger cars yet to put together and get the parts for. I can put together about 4 or 5 of them now. And as you guys know, I had this one set that I picked up of the Erie Lackawanna. So maybe we'll get to run a train or two today. I don't know. We're going to try. As I am in an on-call basis. This is what I used on those passenger cars, because they weren't in so bad condition, but they had a couple stain marks on them, and you know, I really cleaned them up nice. You know, I go as far down as to using sandpaper on these. I never got to that point in the how-to videos I was doing over the winter when I was laid off. Still looking for some paint to match the tops of these so I can finish this 636 off. I've got the engine over here sitting and waiting. I've got to still get a Norfolk Southern engine to go with that dummy. And sometimes I know the biggest dummy is me up here, that's for sure. But that's all for now. I relaxed a lot on my vacation. It was nice not to be on call for a week and have the phone tied to you. And this did make a lot of mess up here, you wouldn't believe. So once again, not having a plan, which was intentional. I didn't want a plan, and kind of like my life has been, no plan, just do it. So that's about all you can do anyway, I think. But for most people, having a plan is the way you want to go. I would recommend to anyone else beside myself. I flirted with the idea of getting rid of the crossover, but a year later I'm still in love with it. It's still a work of art. So it ain't going nowhere. I'm going to have to work with it. Like I said, the ideal thing would be to have one directly across from it. Well, if I see a good enough deal on one, I might do that. Alright, this is Ken at Lionel for Less. It's my new addition or subtraction, whatever you want to call it. And look for more good things to happen up here over the next 6 months, as we'll be getting in the fall and it'll be more bearable to be up here. You know, doing this work, I was just covered in sweat the whole time, so Can't imagine what it's like up here, as it's been in the 90s every day with high humidity here in Ohio, on the outskirts of Cleveland here. Alright, take care and God bless everyone. Say hey to my man Tommy Z. And hey to you too, Pittsburgh. What's happening? Alright guys, see you later.